Hey everyone, Ryan here, MandRproductions, and welcome to my big rumor update for LEGO Star Wars 2022 sets. We're already almost into March, so we've very quickly had a couple little waves of LEGO Star Wars sets go by, both January and March 1st sets, but there are still plenty of LEGO Star Wars sets to release for the rest of the year. Plus, I want to provide updates to some rumors that many of you may be wondering, what happened to this set? What happened to that set? You know, I get that type of question a lot, and so I want to cover literally everything that has been rumored to this point. As always, if you enjoy the rumor updates, a like is greatly appreciated, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. So, to get us started, we're going to cover the AT-AT pilot helmet rumor. It was rumored to be releasing alongside the Luke's pilot helmet and the Mandalorian helmet. It turns out that, as far as I'm aware, this helmet does exist. LEGO did design this AT-AT pilot helmet. However, for some reason or another, it ended up getting the boot and the other two helmets were chosen, and I believe it was then replaced by the Dark Trooper helmet. Now, while the AT-AT pilot helmet would have gone great with the UCS AT-AT, the Probe Droid, the 2020 Summer AT-AT, like there's a lot of reasons an AT-AT pilot helmet would have fit, I'm glad it's the one that ended up getting the boot over the others. I think the others were just more interesting character choices in general. Now, I would say the door is not shut for this set to possibly show up in 2023. It definitely could, but as of now, it is considered canceled. There are a couple of 18+ adult LEGO Star Wars sets coming out on April 26th from the original trilogy. We've talked quite a bit about these. It's the $60 set number 75329 Death Star Trench Run with 666 pieces, and Promo Brick says that this is a diorama. It's about 26 studs wide on a black base. These types of sets sound really cool. It's kind of definitely reminding me of the Jurassic Park set that was just recently revealed that also comes out on April 26th. And it's worth noting that these April 26th sets could be revealed very soon, given that other April 26th sets have been getting revealed with the Jurassic set and the Goat Boat from Thor. Like, it's definitely happening soon. But back to the Trench Run, it is said to include Luke Skywalker's X-Wing pursued by Darth Vader's TIE Advanced and 2 TIE Fighters. The spaceships are about the size of polybag builds. And another exciting aspect about these newer 18+ sets for LEGO Star Wars is that they include a 2x6 tile with a quote on it, and this one in particular says the Force is strong, with this one from Darth Vader. No minifigs, 666 pieces, and $60 US is going to be the price on that one. The other set releasing alongside that is set number 75330 for $80 with 1,002 pieces, training on Dagobah with Luke Skywalker, Yoda, and R2-D2, and as we can imagine, Yoda's hut is going to be a pretty significant part of the build. It's said to take up 2/3 of the model, and then is surrounded by a large tree root. The remaining bits of the diorama have swamp, and then part of Luke's X-Wing, basically just the wing popping out of the water. A little bit disappointing for the X-Wing build there. And then the quote tile in this particular set is going to be Yoda's quote, "Do or do not. There is no try." And there was a third one of these sets rumored from Promo Bricks, and given the source, I believe this would have been a real set too. But hear me out. The Death Star Trash Compactor. It's said to be a 20 stud wide black base with gray and brown walls, just like in the movie. Lots of garbage gray pieces included in the set, and the minifigs Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Luke, and Han Solo in their Stormtrooper outfits. At the base, there's a 2x4 tile with LEGO Star Wars, just like the other sets, and Han Solo's quote on a 2x6 tile. One thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner. And given that this Death Star Trash Compactor set hasn't been given the concrete piece count, price, and release date that the other two have, I would say that this is probably going to go the way of the AT-AT pilot. It's probably the case where they could only make 2 of the 3, and for whatever reason they decided to go with the Death Star Trench Run and training on Dagobah, and just like the AT-AT pilot, kind of the odd one out, it's been either canceled or pushed to another year. So we could again see this one pop up in 2023. It's still possible it shows up in 2022, a lot more possible than the AT-AT pilot, which is not happening in 2022. But as of now, that to me is the leading theory of what's probably going to happen to the Death Star Trash Compactor set. And there was another very similar set in the vein of these 18+ diorama builds rumored, surprisingly, a prequel trilogy one called Palpatine's Message, and this rumor turned out to be completely fake. At least the original source came out and said that their source seemed to have gotten some information wrong, and so as far as we can tell, that will not be a set releasing. Releasing a few days later, probably not on the April 26th date, should be on May 1st or somewhere about there, is going to be UCS Luke's Landspeeder for $200. It's going to have Luke and C-3PO as its minifigures. We've talked about this one before, so I'll just leave it at that. That, as far as I'm aware, is still coming out later this year. Now, there are a few other sets for that May-April time frame. There's 2 sets that we have nothing attributed to, set number 75339 and 75342 at $90 and $40 respectively. It's possible one of these is the Death Star trash compactor, but we can't know for now. So these set numbers have nothing attributed to them. They could very well be Kenobi sets. And speaking of Kenobi set, there is a rumored Kenobi set number 40547, the $20 Obi-Wan and Darth Vader Brickheadz. So from the sources, it says it's episode 3 style for Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader is Hagrid sized probably. So it's definitely a potential that we'll see a bigger Darth Vader Brickheadz than we saw in the last Brickheadz set for Darth Vader. So that would be kind of cool, I guess. As far as the May 4th promo goes, there's very little information out there on it. The only thing that I've heard is that it's not in a box, and that's, that doesn't mean too much on its face because a polybag could literally still be a build, but there's also a chance it's a minifig if it's not a box, but that's far from confirmed too. So yeah, that's May 4th promo, and we don't know very much. Moving into June, we actually have a confirmed set that's going to be releasing on June 1st, set number 75325, Mando's and one Starfighter with 412 pieces for $60. I'm sure everyone's seen this at this point. If you haven't pre-ordered it already, I've got a couple affiliate links in the description below.
I made a whole video discussing whether or not the Mandalorian had a new face underneath his helmet, and it is now confirmed that he will have a face print underneath the helmet. So goodbye Blackhead Din Djarin and hello face print Mando. Pretty exciting stuff.
But yeah, from what I've seen, everyone's generally very happy with that set. That'll be the only set as of now that I've got on this list, releasing on June 1st. And before we get into the August wave, let's cover a couple other unknowns. If you watch my channel, you may know I posted a video about a Phase 2 Cody minifigure a couple weeks ago, and that figure is fake. If you haven't heard, that is not a real figure. Turns out it's fake, so that's just a confirmed thing we can put out there. But the other big unknown for 2022 is that there was a semi-credible leaker that came out and said that a Republic fighter tank would be appearing in 2022. And this was a rumor that popped up, I think, all the way back in September of last year. And there's been very little information about it. It was said to be a Republic fighter tank with Mace Windu, 2 187th clones, and a single 187th airborne trooper. And my rationale that this probably has to be real is that LEGO sat on their pedestal and said that they don't want to have rare minifigs in expensive sets, and then immediately re-released the only exclusive clone trooper in the UCS gunship in a $15 set. And therefore, you can't possibly have Mace Windu be exclusive as well to the $350 set, because that's just not fair. I don't believe all these things are really dumb that LEGO says, but it's not fair to have expensive minifigures or rare collector's minifigs, and Mace Windu, therefore, only being a $350 set, and that version would be a rare collector's minifig. And so I just kind of assumed this had to be real following LEGO's logic. And it probably was real. Like, I've had people tell me there were preliminary images of this. People have apparently seen it, and so that's, why it would be so credible seeming. But it seems like it might just be one of those things that got canceled, got pushed down the line. It's hard to know, or it was just completely fabricated and everyone's lying. But it's impossible to know. So that's the fun of rumors. Anyway, as of now, as far as I can tell, a Republic fighter tank isn't happening. Now this leads us into the August wave of sets, starting with set number 75323 for $160, 1,022 pieces, Cad Bane's Justifier, a set that I really find it hard to believe that this would be Cad Bane's ship. But given that it's coming from Promo Bricks, one of the most reliable sources for LEGO leaking, I just can't imagine it not being the case. But there is some underground theories just from people I've talked to, not that this is the rumor or anything, but that it might not be Cad Bane's speeder and that maybe instead it's actually supposed to be the Mantis, because I just don't see how it's Cad Bane's Justifier. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's too much money for that. It's a real head scratcher, but I guess never say never, and as of now, the rumor is Cad Bane's Justifier for $160. Moving on down the line, set number 75332 for August 1st is supposed to be the Juniors 4 Plus ATST with 87 pieces for $30. That one will probably be the least exciting set of the wave for many, unless you're 4 or 5 years old. Set 75333, a very exciting set as of now with the current rumors, the $30 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. It's supposed to be based off Episode 2, including an Obi-Wan Kenobi and R4 minifigure, and then the big selling point for many people, potentially, is the Tan Wee figure. And as of now, there is a leaked image going around that it might potentially be a Tan Wee mini doll, and I would have never thought a LEGO Star Wars mini doll would be a good idea, But if it's ever going to work, it is for the Kaminoans. If Lego's going to make a Kaminoan figure, they won't use the extra long legs on minifigs anymore, like they did for Woody with Toy Story way back in the day. They don't use those anymore, so that's not going to work. And they also, like, I just don't know how you do a long neck like that on a regular Lego figure torso without it looking too wide. So I think the solution is a mini doll with like a custom head thing, and it might be, and I'm very excited at that prospect. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I think a mini doll is better. I saw a lot of people saying they didn't like the mini doll idea, but look, if that's how it's going to be done, I'm all for it. I'm very much in the camp. Anyway, 282 pieces. We'll see what happens with that set. Everything's pretty much unconfirmed at this point. Set number 75334 is $50 and 408 pieces. If the piece count is correct, and I believe it to be, it will not be Jango Fett's Slave 1, which would have been a great pairing with Obi-Wan Starfighter, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that is going to be in the mix there, which is really, really unfortunate. Some people hypothesize that it's the Boba Fett Slave 1 color swap to Jango Fett Slave 1, except they removed the stand/cart. But that stand cart thing is like 30 or 40 pieces. It is not 180 pieces or whatever the difference is there. So no, it is just not Jango Fett Slave 1 if that piece count is correct, and that's really unfortunate. Moving on though, we have set number 75335, BD1 with 1,062 pieces, and I'm going to call this one confirmed. Lego, of course, revealed the Mando's N1 Starfighter, and in that set, we had a BD droid. And so, of course, Lego would want to get more use than just one set out of a mold like that, potentially lending some credibility to the Mantis instead of Cad Bane's Justifier too, but that's hard to know as of now. But as far as this BD1 goes, it's supposed to come with a molded BD1. It would be that molded BD droid, except I would assume it would be red instead of blue. I think that one is just a confirmed done deal. Set 75336 for $100 and 924 pieces is reported to be the ATTE, which is pretty exciting. I would expect that one to look a lot like the 2013 model. And then we have set number 75337 for $140, said to include 1,082 pieces. The top theory on this one right now, not a rumor, is that it is a Republic gunship. That is my theory. I genuinely believe that it will be. It just makes too much sense, but as of now, it's just really hard to know for sure. And then finally, for the August wave, a $70 set, given set number 75338, we also know nothing about. Now, moving into September, October, we have the Advent calendar moving up in price, $5 to $45. We've talked a little bit about that. It makes sense. It's fine. 329 pieces, and then it's said to come with R2-D2 and C-3PO in Christmas outfits, and then Luke Skywalker in his Hoth outfit. And then finally, the big one, the Master Builder Series or Ultimate Collector Series direct-to-consumer D2C set for fall of 2022 for Lego Star Wars. And it does appear, I should also mention that, last year we had 3 UCS sets. It appears this year we will be back to the normal 2 direct-to-consumer UCS Master Builder Series. Direct-to-consumer is kind of the catch-all, but 2 sets this year at those like higher crazy price points. There is no rumor attributed to this right now, but there are definitely some very interesting theories. The leading theories right now, and wishes, I suppose, in some cases, Geonosis. I've seen some people saying Kamino, which I think is just not happening. And the other big one out there kind of looming in the background, kind of the scary thing to me, because I really don't want it to be this, is another playset Death Star. If it's a display Death Star, I'm all for it. I still think the next display Death Star should be like $200, like the Lego Ideas Globe, and do it in that scale and size. Like, I really don't know why you would do it bigger. Hopefully not, but maybe. It's definitely out there, and I haven't really talked about it, but like there's just, it's one of those things that fits that price point, unfortunately, and so you have to bring it up. I guess there's also the outside chance that a Venator for that price point, because a Venator would definitely be done cheaper than an Imperial Star Destroyer. It's very likely Endor or a Master Builder Series Geonosis, and I very heavily lean towards Endor on that front. But we are on a Master Builder Series year. It has been every other year in the fall for the past 6 years that we've gotten a big Lego Star Wars playset, and this year fits the bill again. So I just can't imagine it being like a Death Star display or Venator display set, because we're not in a display year. That would be next year. If you enjoy the rumor videos, as always, your like is greatly appreciated. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and if for some reason you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on the latest Lego Star Wars news, and I make a lot of other really cool Lego videos. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.